Okay, this is gonna be like a business talk, if you will. This is for the business professional. And if you aren't registered, have an LLC corporation, honestly, it's not even like that. Like, you can have all those things, business cards, flyers, websites, social media. You can have all those things, but that's not what this is about. What this is about is what keeps you from doing those things. It's like if you have stage fright, you feel, a little off getting in front of the camera. I remember when I was staying with one of my friends, she would come pick me up, especially if she had large events during the holidays. Because I ran my business 24/7, I really didn't actually have any office hours back then. I was single, bored, didn't have nothing else to do, had no personal life. So for me, I took my business way seriously. I was one of those men or women where people like, oh, we don't never have time for me because you're a stockbroker, insurance, or whatever it is that you do, especially if it's geared towards sales, where they could be having Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, birthday dinner. They could be hanging out with friends, but it's that friend in the corner that I don't know where that phone beep or whatever the situation may be. They own it right then. I was one of those people. And for me, making content was heavy back then. I didn't even realize that a lot of it was therapy for me, and it also healed me while I was healing others. A lot of people, some of the best content I made at that time, they felt like, oh, I feel like you talking to me, like you hitting at my house or whatever. I was actually hitting my own house. The fact that it helped others was also a plus and a bonus. But what this is about is you have to stop trying to be perfect. Like, I know y'all can see these thumbtacks right here. Sometimes you see my mask that I keep up here and my visor. Sometimes if I'm dressed and overdressed, depending on the type of working situation I'm in, I dress accordingly, even if it ain't cute. And when I do make content, I'm making it while I'm at my regular job. And I got a bunch of hours to kill. I'm making content when I'm in the car waiting for my husband because he's working. If I'm sitting at home, I'm in chill mode, and I'm ready to make content, I could have on my little nightgown. I know y'all don't see that blue shirt. I don't know how many times I use that blue Obama shirt and Obama family shirt as like a nightgown. The green thing is a nightgown. I can be dressed up professional. You can see me in some of my content where I got professional. Like this right here may look professional to you. I don't know. It may look clean and, well put together. My whole point of saying what I'm saying, though, is it's the fear that holds you back from making and posting your content based around your business. No matter what business it is, whether you are in the business of doing content, maybe you're an influencer or whatever, whether you use the content to bring awareness to your business, whether you're a caterer, a cleaner, or whatever it is that you do. It's just about you doing it and stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to make everything perfect. Now I know this is literally the pot calling the kettle black in my situation, because my husband, if he was sitting next to me right now, he would give me this look like, you telling him that? And I'm gonna tell you why he would give you that look. Because when I haven't done it in a while, to me, anything I haven't done in a while or I have never done before, it's me jumping out my comfort zone. And I learned a long time ago that I'm going to do it if I'm going to do it and it needs to be done. And I'm going to do it if I'm afraid. I'm going to do it if I'm subconscious. So, my confidence is not so high at that point. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to keep doing it until it becomes my new normal again, or for the first time. So you have to stop being your biggest critic. You may not realize it, but we, especially women, we are our biggest critic. We can have every hair laid. We can have our makeup beat. Or we can be natural, just like most of the time. That's exactly what I am. I don't think anybody in years has ever seen me wear foundation or anything like that. You might see me put a little bit of eyeshadow on every once in a while. You heard what I said, every once in a while. And some of my content, I was on it. I was doing my eyeshadow and all that stuff back then. But life has been lifing. and I work a certain type of job where honestly to me, it don't necessarily make any sense to be beating my face and all of that. So the situation or circumstance that I'm in, no matter what it is, if this is what I love and this is my passion, I'ma go for it. I'm not gonna let nothing hold me back, not even my own insecurities. Because I know it holding me back is gonna keep me in the same spot I was already in. It's gonna keep me in a revolving cycle. And I am a chosen one. I am definitely a chosen one. And the reason why it's important for me to say that is if you are a chosen one and you got this fire in you, and the type of fire I'm talking about is me and my husband was talking the other day, and he was saying something, and he was just going on and on and on about what he was saying. It's his thing, so I'm not going to share it. But he was going on about it. I was like, babe, you know that fire you feeling in your belly that's making you keep wanting to go back and forth like that? I'm like, I'm here with it. I'm here for it. But do you realize and understand why you feel like you do? Because you are a chosen one. Because this thing that you are so passionate about, that you got all this drive and ambition literally coming from the bottom of your feet and it's coming and bursting into flames over the top of your head, it's not going to let you stop. You could allow your insecurities to get in the way, but eventually that fire gonna burn so much you gonna have to let it out. And you have to do it. I said this to say, just do it. Look at yourself in the mirror. Matter of fact, I just had literally a vision in my third eye, and it was reminding me of an interview that Taji P. Henson had done some years ago. And she was like, before I did that scene in Baby Boy, I had the night before the scene had to look at myself completely booty naked in the mirror, and I had to get comfortable with Taji. I had to get comfortable with the fact that Taji looks good. I don't care if I got a wrinkle here. I don't care if I have a mole over there. I don't care if I have a scratch or whatever it is. I had to get comfortable before I had that nude scene with Tyrese in order for me to be comfortable enough to do my job. In order for me to act, this is what I want to do. This is what's going through my blood. I want to act. And right now, part of the thing is being nude in this scene. And in order for me to be comfortable to be nude in front of this man and probably all the other men and women in the room that's getting this content for us, because that's all it is. When you think about a TV show, a movie, your favorite influencer, all they're doing is making content. That's all they're doing. They may not feel good that day. They could have got in an argument with that man or that woman 10 minutes before they showed up, but they showed up. They could be about to get in an argument or a disagreement with something or somebody right after they get finished doing their job. But it's your job. It's your business. It's your passion. It's what is pushing you, and it's what's making you get yourself into alignment and just do it. The reason why I brought up my friend, because I realized I didn't finish that story. Her dogs was running around barking their heads off. I think she was cooking because it was some holiday. I don't know. It had to be something like Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Father's Day, something like that. And right in the middle of all that chaos that was going on, I set up my phone. I set up my little light I had back then, and I have a little stand. Actually, I think I still own that stand. It's at the house. And I set up my phone, I set up my lighting, and right there, I just boom went into it. And then right after I got off, she was like, Rashonda, like me, I got to, spiritually get myself in alignment. I got to make sure my space and everything is like perfect and everything got to be clean. Like, even though they can't even see the dishes, even if the dishes is in my sink, I guess the productivity in her was saying everything just got to be perfect around me or I'm not going to feel comfortable doing this thing. But sometimes it's not about being comfortable. And sometimes it's not about being comfortable in this thing. It's just about doing it even in your discomfort. It's like I said when I opened my mouth this morning when I first started talking to my husband. That's how I know God gave me the right man, because some of the stuff I put that man through, the average man, I know he ain't natural. That man is supernatural. And the reason why I know he's supernatural is because I'm supernatural. And it takes a supernatural person to be able to deal with another supernatural person. A normal person, it would just drive them back crazy. I know that. But I opened up my eyes and I was like, look, God don't give you faith and you just walk off into the sunset with faith. God puts you into a position to be faithful. God don't give you strength. God puts you into a position to build your muscles, whether it's your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, sex, financial, or social muscles, your muscle of your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul. He gives you that to build that muscle for you to be able to act in that strength. He puts you into position to act in that strength. The same thing if you say, I want money. God ain't always gonna throw a pile of money at you. I ain't gonna lie, he has done it for me. But I know I was already on the frequency of receiving money. And when you on a frequency of receiving money, all kinds of money shows up for you. Discounts, stuff for free, people just giving you money because they just want to. The value of things that cost money. I got blessings, breakthroughs, and miracles showing up in my house literally this week. And I asked about it last week. It's not that I didn't ask for it before last week, but I'm going to just say somebody was saying, like, I want to get rid of some stuff or whatever. And I was like, well, you know what? My house could use this stuff. Like, I work around it. So I'm like, my house could definitely use this stuff. So I was like, I tell you what. Let me know when you make your choice and decision, you want to get rid of it and you're not trying to sell it, you're trying to give it away. Just let me know. Then I'll see if I can make some type of arrangements to be able to pick it up. Then, like I do most things in life these days, I pray without ceasing. I was like, now, God, if this stuff is mine and I'm supposed to have it, then make the way. Drop out the blessing from heaven here on earth for me to receive this stuff. If not, this stuff and any other stuff that I could use in my house or my home or whatever the situation may be, make a way for me to receive that. So we driving. I got some text messages earlier. Then my phone rang. My husband had a little conversation. Before you knew it, the blessing had literally came through. Not the original stuff, the stuff that God has for me. And the same thing happens when you get out your comfort zone and you just post. Even if you make it and you're critiquing, tell your critiquing self to go take several seats. Matter of fact, pick up your critiquing self and put him in a box on the shelf in the back. We ain't kicking them out because you still got to be a good critic. You got to be a good critic to make sure that you are doing the right thing so you can have the experience that you want to have and that you want to receive. But in this situation, especially when it comes down to your business, business is business. Start treating your business like a business. That's why I started this out saying it don't matter if you got the LLC, the corporation, and all that, especially if you ain't made a dime or a dollar yet in order to purchase those things. You can start conducting yourself as a business in marketing, in sales, in I don't want to say recruiting clients, but really attracting the type of clients that you want to work with. You can start doing that by taking the step, getting out your head. And if you can't get out your head within, that's why I tell people all the time, I honestly don't even want no hand in trying to help you with your business if I don't get to take a good look at your personal life. And it's not me trying to get into your business, as in your personal life business. It's me knowing we're going to run into a problem in your business if things ain't right in your personal life. If your personal life is flowing like it's supposed to, it's not going to take very much to get your business flowing like it's supposed to. That's why I believe in coming to you more from a personal side, and then you come in and you handle business with me, as opposed to me just getting in there trying to handle business with you, and your personal life is just going to get in the way of whatever you're trying to do for business. But that's my tea on it. Whether you like this or you don't, that's on you. Only let this be a template to get you in alignment and keep you in alignment for your greatest and highest good. I love y'all. God bless you and have an amazing day. You heard me? Peace.